Look at this big beast. Oh my gosh, it's huge. This is such a fat watermelon, short and fat. We are preserving watermelon today. So I'm gonna be food processing most of this watermelon, and we'll have watermelon juice. We'll have the seeds, which are edible. You can eat them like pumpkin seeds and they're delicious. They taste like a mixture between watermelon and pumpkin. And then we're going to make some fruit leather with some of it as well. My cameraman's eating watermelon. Fruit leather. Doesn't look very appetizing, but it's delicious. And I put, I think, 5 apples, all of the watermelon pulp, and pineapple, whole pineapple. It's very tasty. So I just removed all the fruit roll-up, and the recipe for the fruit roll-ups is super easy. I don't add any sugar or honey or anything like that. I just like it to be all 100% fruit. And I think I did, for the whole watermelon, I did 5 apples, Fuji apples, with the skin on, and then 1 whole pineapple, and then just the watermelon pulp, and that was it. And I put them on these trays. And I will link all of my food preservation stuff below to my Amazon affiliate store, so you guys could see everything that I use for preserving food. But I believe that these dehydrators are actually on sale right now. They were like $20-something off, and I posted them in a regular post on my YouTube page in the community section, so if you want to check that out, you can, but I will post the link below also. And I like this dehydrator. It's super dirty right now because I just finished using it, but I'll show you why I like it. I like it because the trays nest inside of each other. So you just take them and you can flip one upside down and they will nest inside of each other like that. So they store away really easily. They don't take up as much room as my old one. But I'll show you what my old one looks like. So this is what my older trays look like, and they don't nest inside of each other, so they take up so much room. So I definitely prefer this dehydrator to my older one. These are the fruit leather trays, and that I also have linked below if you're interested in those too. And I actually, with my dehydrator, I bought a whole nother set of trays, so I have 8 trays that fit on my dehydrator. You could put even more than that on your dehydrator and it will dry everything. And then I got 2 sets of the fruit leather trays, and that just helps me to make a bunch at one time. Garrett's working on the built-in that's going in the hallway. If you guys didn't know, we're actually in the middle of converting a barn, an old monitor barn, into a house. Actually, it's not old, it's only 7 years old. But we're turning a big barn into a house. It used to be a horse barn for Clydesdale horses on our property. And we're quite a ways through it already, but we're going to start showing you guys more of that process here soon in the next few videos, like our pantry tour that we just finished building. But it's been a huge project. So Garrett's just installing these corner pieces onto the drywall, and then I'm going to go in and do the tape and bed. Garrett hangs all the drywall, but I do all of the finishing tape and bed myself because I'm more of a perfectionist than he is. And I wanted perfectly smooth walls with no texture. If you guys think you'd want to see a video on that, let me know. Dehydrated some key limes and some grapefruit. And I just like having these on hand in case I don't have fresh limes. I'll throw these in my Asian cooking and it'll add that lime flavor. They look really cute in the jar. So did a whole nother jar of red tomatoes. I already have a bunch of the yellow pear ones, but I always need red ones because I use these ones first. I thought I would show you guys these little cloths that I made for my kombucha and my fermenting jars. I really only use them for the kombucha, but Garrett's working on the house, you can hear him. But I did a blanket stitch on the edge. This is just a 6x6 square that I cut out of regular fabric. And I just did a blanket stitch on the edge so that it wouldn't continue to fray. And I made a few of these. You can see I've got another one here on this SCOBY that I'm growing. So they're perfect for wide mouth and the regular mouth jars. And you just screw on a little lid over it. It's perfect. Anyway, I thought that was a cute idea so that you can wash these without them continuing to fray. And you can see on the back side they're just folded over a little bit. And I just hand stitched them with the needle and thread. So here is the watermelon, apple, and pineapple fruit leather that I made. And this one's a little thinner than the other ones that I did because this was the last of the batch. But it doesn't matter. I just cut them into squares anyway and I put them in a jar. I don't actually roll them up, but I do make like fruit roll-ups. If you guys want to see a video specifically on fruit roll-ups done in the oven instead of the dehydrator, let me know and I'll do one. So here are the viable seeds that I'm saving for planting next year. And you can tell they're a hybrid because the seeds look so different compared to other ones. And they do have some nicks in them from the food processor, but that's not a big deal. It's not going to hurt them at all. Now, if I didn't want to seed save these, you could actually eat these like pumpkin seeds raw, just like this. Or you could toast them in the oven and eat them, and they're actually really good. They taste just like pumpkin seeds with a hint of that watermelon flavor or that cucumber flavor. Growing up, we used to eat watermelon seeds all the time. So, but these ones I'm just saving for planting next year. I have at least 10 more watermelons to go, so I will be roasting some seeds from those. Look at all this bright red juice. So pretty. I also dried some grapefruit, I like to add citrus to my tea, and I'll use the key limes for that also actually. My youngest son is a huge green tea drinker, actually any kind of tea, but he loves green tea. And what's that other tea that you liked?
Matcha?
Matcha. He loves matcha, so we'll add these to his teas too. I'm also going to do a video on making garlic salt as well, or just some like garlic seasoning, because I have so much garlic still that's just hanging in the barn. So I'm going to be processing some of that and preserving it. And I'll do a few other things with the garlic probably in tomorrow's video. I want to show you guys how to make a really nice caramelized garlic brie. It's so good. So stay tuned for that. I'll do that one probably tomorrow. I think we have some house stuff that we're going to be doing tomorrow in tomorrow's vlog. So you guys will get kind of a look at what we've been up to in the kitchen and the pantry and the hallway, I think. We'll see. Alright guys, that's it for today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely have a lot of videos that I want to get done this week with a dehydrator, so stay tuned for those, and also some home remodel stuff. See you tomorrow.